Hi, welcome to SGT University. I am Mirza Tanveer Beg, Faculty of Science. Today we will be learning about basic concepts of MATLAB Part 8. In this video, we are going to learn about the conditional if-else and else-if, and then we will see an example how to implement each of these statements in MATLAB. Let's look at the structure of the if statement in a flowchart. The if statement on the right flowchart are super useful for documenting the paths that a program can take, so that we can start the program with some sort of input and we evaluate this input using a logical expression. This logical expression is going to consist of one or more of these relational operators such as less than, greater than, or equal to, and if this logical expression evaluates is true, then the program will execute one or more statements and then end. However, if this logical expression is false, the program will just end or exit. So here is a flowchart of the example that we are going to work in MATLAB. And in this case, what we are trying to do is take an input grade, in this example 65, and if this grade is greater than or equal to 60, if that is true, we will know we have passed the class and the program will end. So let's go over to MATLAB. So we are going to start our program by entering a numeric grade, and we are going to store it in a variable called grade because that just makes sense. So here is our variable name, and now we are going to assign it a value, and we can assign it anything that we would like. In this case, we will choose, let's say, 70. Then we are going to add a semicolon on the end of this line to suppress the output, and next we will move to implementing our if statement. So we say if our grade is greater than or equal to 60, this is our logical expression, and the greater than or equal to is our relational operator. So if the grade is greater than or equal to 60, then we want the program to display that we have passed the class. So we are going to use the display function to do so. So in this case, we will display pass and then we will end the program. So this is how this would read. If the grade is greater than or equal to 60, then display pass, and in the program, if that logical expression evaluates as false, the program will just end. So let's run the program, and we see that we get, and we see what we get here output to the command window. So I click run and we get pass, and that is what I would expect because my grade was greater than or equal to 60. Now let's go back and change this input grade to something less than 60. Let us say 55. And now we have rerun the program, and we can see here that nothing happens, and that is because there is only one path that the program can take to actually evaluate a statement. So since the grade was not greater than or equal to 60, the program just ended now. Hopefully you can see here that one of the major limitations of the if statement by itself is that we only have one path that the program can take. It would probably be preferable to have the program tell us what we have failed the class rather than just ending and not really displaying anything for us. So this leads us to the else statement. So here is the structure of a flowchart of the else statement. So again we start our program with an input and evaluate that input with a logical expression, and if true, statement group 1 is evaluated and the program ends. Now unlike the if statement, if this logical expression is false, a second statement group can be evaluated before the program ends. So now let's look at our flowchart that we are going to implement in MATLAB. Now in this case we start off with a grade again, and we are trying to determine if we have passed or failed a class. So we evaluate this input based on our logical expression, and in this instance our grade of 55 is not greater than or equal to 60. So since that is false, our second statement group is evaluated in the program ends. So let's return to MATLAB and revise our program to implement the else statement. So the purpose of using the else statement is to add a second path that program can take, and this ends up being really easy to implement. So right now we have if the grade is greater than or equal to 60, then we want to display pass, or else if that logical expression is not true, then we want to display fail, and that is actually it. So now the program has two different paths to take based on this logical expression, and if it evaluates as true or false. So right now we have a grade of 55 input in our program. So let's run the program, and we see that grade, it does not fail, and so this program is working correctly. Now while this is much more desirable than just using an if statement alone, if we want to have more than one logical expression, so for example it may be more desirable to show that later grade that we have received in the course. However, we would need to use more than one logical expression to find out what later grade that we have received, and this leads us to the else if conditional statement. If else statement evaluates the expression and tells if the expression is true or false. Here is the structure and a flowchart of the else if statement. The benefit of using an else if statement, and it allows us to use more than one logical expression. So we start off our program again with an input and elevate it with logical expression 1, and if true, then we evaluate statement group 1, and in the program else if logical expression 1 is false, then we evaluate a logical expression 2, and if true, then we evaluate statement group 2, and in the program else logical expression 2 is false, then we evaluate statement group 3 and end the program. So now we see a flowchart of implementing the else if statement in the program that we have been working on. In this case we are going to use multiple logical expressions to determine the later grade that we have received in the course, instead of just saying that we have passed or failed. So now we have multiple paths that our program can follow. So again we start with a let a grade as our input. We evaluate it with our logical expression, and in this case it is not true, the grade is not greater than or equal to 90. So that's false, and we move on to our second logical expression. Now in this case the second logical expression is also false, and we move on to our third logical expression. Now finally our input grade of 72 in this example is greater than or equal to 70. That is true, so we have received a letter grade of C, and our program ends. So let's return to MATLAB and implement the else if structure. So we are going to have to modify our program quite a bit to implement the else if conditional statement. So let's go ahead and start from the beginning. So I am going to erase our if and else statement that we used previously, and now we are going to have multiple different logical expressions, not just one. That's because we have several different letter grades that we want to be able to assign based on our input numeric grade. Okay, so we are going to start with our first if statement and our first logical expression. So if our grade is greater than or equal to 90, then we have received in A in this class. Else if our grade is greater than or equal to 80, this is our second logical expression. Then display that we have received a B in the class. Else if our grade is greater than or equal to 70, then that we have received a C in the class. Else if our grade is greater than or equal to 60, then display we have a D in the class, and that's going to be our last logical expression. Because if none of the previous logical expressions are true, then our only other position is that we have received an F in the class. So I am just going to use an else statement here because we have one other option. We will display F, then we will end our program. Okay, so right now we are going to click run, and we see that we have an output, an F to the command window, and this is because the numeric grade that we entered at the beginning of the program was 55, and so that is less than or equal to 60, our last logical expression. And so yes, that did result in F in the course. So let's change this input grade here. So let's say a 72 and return our program, and we see that okay, great, our program appears to be running correctly because we have a C in the course right. That's it. I hope this video provided you with a good introduction to the conditional statement if else and else if, and how to implement them in MATLAB.
So today we covered basic concepts of MATLAB part 8, and in our next lecture we will study about basic concepts of MATLAB part 9. Keep learning, keep growing. See you next time.